What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3. Man, I'm back again. I know I've been a lot of interviews, a lot of other stuff, and I've been getting away from what made us great. And that's the stories. That's our stories. So now I got a little time where I can sit down, you know, rest, get my thoughts together. I said, man, let me get a foundational story real quick again. Man, I'm not gonna say this is a weird one, but I'm gonna say this is a funny one right here, man. This is one where I thought I really, really was gonna have to do something. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to do something. Story time. Thought I was gonna have to do something. Listen, y'all. One of the things you learn in a California prison is you do not fart, pass gas, whatever term you want to put it up under, when your cellie is eating. When he's eating, when he got his food out, he done made his food, you might be on lockdown. They might have just passed the trays out. And you don't do that? No. That's one of the things I learned early on in prison. You just don't do that, y'all. You don't do that. So look, when I came to prison in Alabama, a lot of my values that I had in the California prison system, I brought to the Alabama prison system with me. So that was one thing I wouldn't do. I just wouldn't do it. A lot of times, if you was in prison back when I was in prison, say like if you had to fart, you know what I'm saying, homies would go sit on the toilet and fart, just flush the toilet, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to smell your inside bodily functions. You know what I'm saying? They want to smell the bodily orders. And so you would do that. A few times you might see homies go stand by the door and, turn their behind toward the door and do what they gonna do. If they was in them cells, in the prison where the cell doors had all them little holes in it or bars or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But what you learned not to do was sit there and bust a fart when your cellie was eating. So, we'll do. We gonna fast forward many years. I'm locked up in Alabama prison now. I'd been locked up now a few years when this situation took place. I had a cellie. He wasn't no J-Cat or nothing like that. He was a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? But now, he was one of them cats that went for bad. He went for bad. He never went bad with me, and he never went for bad with me in the cell. But I used to see how he would handle himself, you know what I'm saying, around the prison and around the day room, around the block, you know what I'm saying, with other dudes. But now we was cool, no problem. We was cool, One day, we had been cellies for about maybe 3 months. Now, he smoked cigarettes. I usually don't even let a cigarette smoker in my cell, or I don't even move in the cell with somebody who smokes cigarettes. It just ain't my thing. I can't stand cigarette smoke. But anyway, so when he had moved in, I didn't question him on if he smoked cigarettes or not. He had moved in. So first day he moved in, he had been in, made his bed up, cleaned up and all that. He went to fire up a cigarette. I said, ho. Hold on right there, big partner. I said, homie, we can't do the cigarette thing. I said, we can't do the cigarette thing. He was like, man, what you talking about? I said, homie, ain't no cigarette smoking in this cell. And now I know that might have sounded a little harsh. Like I'm telling a grown man what he can and can't do. And you try not, man, in the prison world, you try not to give those type ultimatums, to other men, because that's the first thing they gonna feel, like you trying to tell a grown man what he can and can't do. because I've had my situations where dudes tried to tell me something, and I immediately copped the attitude. No, homie, you can't. Well, who you think you talking to? You can't. Young, wild, stupid, whatever, whatever. The story goes on. But anyway, so I tried to put it to him in a way to where he didn't feel like I was trying to put, as they say in Alabama, you can put down on a person. Man, you can't put down on me. I didn't want him to feel like I was trying to put down on him by, telling him what he could and what he couldn't do, you know. But I explained it to him. I said, homie, I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I usually don't even live in a cell with dudes who smoke cigarettes. I should have asked you when you first was moving in, did you smoke? But I forgot. But you're in here now. I say, homie, I just don't smoke. I can't take it. I said, man, it make my throat bleed. It just messed me up bad. And especially when we in this closed environment like this. And I explained it to him in a way to where, he didn't feel like I was trying to make him feel less than a man or belittle him. And it was cool. He went with it. It was cool. It was cool. So he was like, well, homie, don't trip. I just smoke outside the cell. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But then, it was a thing. Well, what about if you in here? If you not in the cell? I said, homie, that cigarette smoke get to the sheets, the blankets, all that. Please just don't smoke in the cell. He was like, all right, cool. We got past that problem. Time goes on. Okay, so like I say, about 3 months go by. I was, we talked, we got along. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no crypto. Okay, cool. I had made me a burrito. Now we call them spreads in Cali, but now in Alabama they just call them burritos. Made a burrito, homie. You know what I'm saying? Get out, man. I had me 2 soups, chopped up, cut up hard-boiled eggs, had me some cut up onions and bell peppers, chopped me up a summer sausage, had me some of that chicken out the kitchen that I tell you, I buy that chicken out the kitchen. Had me some chicken out the kitchen I bought, some squeezed cheese, had me some rice, you know what I'm saying? The whole hookup, ready. Ooh, I'm ready. Man. Bust me 2-3 packs of little sugar to fit in there. Bust me a bag of corn nuts I got off the package. Oh, man, I'm ready to go. Man, I'm sitting in the cell eating. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no TVs in the cell in Alabama. Old boy was laying there reading a book. I'm sitting over on the toilet eating and just, doing what we do. Man, out of nowhere, man, I heard this dude cut loose. Brrr. What? I had to do a double take. What? Now, he slept on the bottom bunk. I slept on the top bunk. I told you I don't like bottom bunks. I like the top bunk. So, and the toilet was at the foot of the bed. And this food cut loose. It's like he farted right in my food. I was hot as fish grease. I'm like, cuz. I'm like, man, check this out, homeboy. You don't see me sitting here eating, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I'm hot now. I'm banging in all that cup. Like, you tripping. He was like, oh, man, my bad, man. I just, had a little gas, and had to let it out. I said, cuz, a little gas, big gas, tremendous gas. I don't care, homie. You don't fart right in here, cuz, while I'm trying to eat my food, homie. That's disrespect. I would never do no mess like that, homie. Now you don't do that. Cuz I went off. So the dude told me, he was like, all right, man, all right. It ain't gonna have no more. All right, my bad. So I'm like, dang, man. I'm like, all right, cool. I stood up, went over there, stood by the cell door. Ate my little food. I even turned my back on it, man. I looking out the cell door, just eat my food. I'm hot and I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. That incident go by. About, I say about a week go by. About another week go by. Dude came in from the kitchen. He had some sandwiches. Some chicken sandwiches, matter of fact. So I bought me two. My celly had bought him one. All right. So when lockdown came, boom, we in the cell, lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Now this the thing. It's different when if a situation take place and it ain't and the cell door is open where you can leave out the cell or he can leave out the cell or whatever. But now when it's a lockdown and you can't leave out, you got to deal with whatever go on in the cell. You know? All right, cool. So I had me two chicken sandwiches. He had him a chicken sandwich. He wolfed his down. Bang. I'd ate me one chicken sandwich. Hold on. Anyway, so now I ate me one chicken sandwich, and oh boy, he was sitting up there reading a book, a magazine. They used to have these magazines a few years back called FHM, For Him Magazine. They had took all the pornography out the Alabama prison system. So you can't get no freak books. So what it do, dudes was, you know what I'm saying, getting the magazine, For Him magazines, and Maxim. They had the Maxim magazines and they had the FHM, For Him magazines. So everybody had a subscription to Maxim and FHM and all that old stuff. Anyway, I had me, yeah. I'll never forget, he was laying in the bed looking at an FHM. Boom, I figured, man, bump it. I'm finna eat my other sandwich. And go ahead and, get me a book, read me a little something, and go to bed. While I'm sitting there eating on the second sandwich, now I'm standing over at the door. I had to be standing there. I smell something. Man, what the? Man, what is? It smells like pure doo-doo. I look at this dude. I go to sniffing. Oh, man, what is that? What the? I say, hey, homeboy, I say, man, did you fart, homie? You farted? He's like, man, no, man, I ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing? No, cuz, man, it just don't smell like that up in here for free. Man, you farted, homie, did you fart, man, what's up? He said, man, you know what? One might have slipped out. One might have slipped out. One might have slipped out. Hey, man. Hey, listen, y'all. Listen. Man, I went 5150. I say, cuz, check this out, man. Man, I'm sitting here eating, and you still farting. Now he come clean. He like, man, I sit there and ate that sandwich, man, and it sat on my stomach, and one slipped out. I was trying to hold it, but it slipped out. Slipped out? In my mind, I'm thinking, fool, I'm finna slip upside your head. It stunk so bad. Y'all know them silent ones funky, man. It stunk so bad. I took my sandwich and just throwed it in the toilet. And now I'm blowing. I'm like, cuz, man, hey, check this out, fool. Hey, man, we ain't finna live like this, homie. Hey, man, we can't even live together, cuz. Hey, man, we can't live together, period. Man, look. Man, first chance you get, man, go and find you another cell, homie. Go and find you another spot to live in. Because we ain't finna do this, and you ain't gonna keep disrespecting me. Man, my bad, big partner, man, I didn't mean it, man. Man, I'm cool living right here, man. Come on, do that, man. Woo. I'm like, no, cuz, that's funky, man. You stink, man. You disrespected me. I ain't trying to fight you and get into it with you in this cell, but you ain't gonna keep disrespecting me. So, I just, man, popped up in the top bunk, got in the bed. I'm through with it. I'm leaving it alone, man. But now he gotta go. So he go to sleep. Now, For y'all out there, if y'all wondering, well, what about if, late at night and you pass gas? Okay, you at the end of the day, man, we still human. Humans gonna pass gas. Now, if it's late at night, we both laying there sleep or whatever, and you let something go, man, I just gotta deal with it. You know what I do? You get we take the toilet paper, we roll off a sheet about this long, and we take our deodorant and we double fold the toilet paper. Once you double fold the toilet paper, okay, you take your deodorant, you run your deodorant up and down the toilet paper. Once you do that, then you take the toilet paper and you roll it, roll it, roll it. It get the length of it is up to you, but boom, it get real thin like that, and you light it up. When you light it, you let it flame up a little bit, then you blow it out on the tip, and just let it smoke. It's gonna burn. In Alabama, we call them wicks. Call it a wick, cause you got a wick, and lock up with your pad. You can light cigarettes with them or whatever. And what you do is smoke comes off of it. But now, instead of smelling burning toilet paper, you're going to smell the flavor or the scent or the aroma of the deodorant that you put on it. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Then you had some dudes that made homemade incense and all type of stuff. So, if a dude, pass gas or whatever, especially if you got a book of matches or something, you just strike a match. Whoosh. And anybody who, been in prison, they know sulfur eats up a funky smell. Strike a match and blow it out. Or you just wave it, you know what I'm saying? Just wave it around, wave it around, wave it around. And boom, that's going to eat up any fart smell. For y'all who don't know, you just learned something. That's going to eat up any fart smell. Or you like the wick. You know what I'm saying? Because you got, still, at the end of the day, we locked in a cell. Boom. You can't be getting up, running to the toilet, the bathroom, every time you got to, fart. But now, for me, or for a lot of us, when you eating though, man, you gotta hold that inside, homie. It been many times, I had cellies that was eating, man, and my stomach was bubbling. I had to do something. I'm not gonna take a dump while you eating, and I'm not gonna fart while you eating. I'll wait till you through. No matter what, I'm gonna wait till you through. Boom. But now, oh boy, he figured he didn't have to do that. And he figured he was exempt from the program, or he felt he was exempt from my program. Anyway, the next day, I'm hot. I ain't got nothing to say to him. I done already told him, because you got to go. You got to find your new cell. The next day, boom, they had yard call. He leave out the cell. He gone to the yard. So, I don't know if I went to another block to play poker or what, but I came to the yard late. And when I get to the yard, I'm out on the yard. I'm walking the track with one of my partners, one of the homies, one of the gang. And a couple of dudes walk up to me. They was like, "Hey, Tune, Big Tune." I'm like, "Oh, what's up, homie?" He said, "Man, look, hey, let me holler at you real quick." I'm like, "All right." So I go to him. I'm like, "Man, what's up?" He said, "Man, listen, man, my little homeboy, man. My little homeboy, which, saying, that's my little homeboy. We from the same city, man. It's also my little cousin." I'm like, "Man, what you talking about?" Okay. So I'm like, "Who you talking about?" "Man, you're Sally, man, you're Sally." I'm like, "Well, what's up with him? What about it?" Hold on. Okay. So I'm like, well, what's up? What's going on? He like, man, he's saying you trying to put down on him. When I'm lifting these glasses up, I'm reading something, y'all. But anyway, I'm like, "What? Put down on him? How?" He said, "Man, you tell him he gotta get out the cell. I'll read something again. He told him, man, he got to get out the cell and this, that, and the other." I'm like, "Okay, check this out, homie." I'm like, "Did he tell you what he was doing? Did he tell you? Did he tell you what he was in the cell doing?" He was like, "Man, he just say, man, you trying to bully the cell." I'm like, "No, cuz, hold up. Let me explain something to you." I say, "Listen, homie," and I proceeded to explain to him that we had an incident last week to where I was eating my food, and old boy farted while I was eating my food, homie. I said, man, that's where I'm from. That's disrespect. He was like, okay, I can understand that. I can understand that. I say now, and as far as this thing with the cigarettes go, I say, man, listen, I don't smoke. I ain't never smoked. I can't stand it. I got a serious problem with it. I said, when he first moved in, I forgot to ask him, did he smoke? But now, we came to an agreement that he wouldn't smoke when he was in the cell. That's all I asked. He's at the time, he didn't have a problem with that. We've been cellies 3 months. He got no problem with that. He like, all right. I say, but then, okay, now we got past that. I say, turn around. I say, yesterday, homie. You know what I'm saying? I bought, we had some chicken sandwiches. I say, homie, I'm standing there, boom, he on the bed. I'm standing there eating my sandwiches, and I smell something. I look around, I'm looking, I'm like, man, what? I smell something. So it's funky, I know he farted. I asked him, I said, did you fart? I said, at first he lied about it. Then he came clean. I said, man, I told him, I said, man, look, we can't do this. I say, man, if I want to be a bully and trip on him, I'm way bigger than him. I say, I could have went on and tripped out in the cell. I said, I didn't do none of that. But I told him, I said, man, you got to find your new cell, homie. We are not compatible. We don't get along. You know what I'm saying? This ain't going to work. That's all it is. I told him, just find him a new cell, and we ain't got no problem, man. So the dude was like, yeah, I hear that tune. He's like, man, but, he like, man, my cousin feel like, you know what I'm saying, he shouldn't have to move out the cell because you feel some type of way about something. He feel like you trying to put down on it. So I'm like, I say, hold up, homie. I say, where he at? He say, he in the gym. I said, come on, let's go to the gym. So we bounced to the gym. When I see him in the gym, I'm like, hey, man, what you done told your people, man? So I thought we came to an understanding on how this thing gonna rock. No, we ain't come. Man, he jumped out his skin on me. He literally jumped up. I'm talking about got all the way brand new. No, we ain't got no understanding. We ain't got nothing, man. You trying to put down on me like I'm a punk, like I'm scary. Boo, 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 boo. Man, that's a prison cell. You don't own no cell. You don't run no cell. Yeah, you gonna tell me I got. So I'm looking like, who you talking to? Who are you talking to? Man, what? I said, cuz, man, I said, who you talking to? I said, you know what? I said, you get out here around your people. I said, you get crazy. You get wild. I said, that's what you do? You get wild. No, I'm just, ain't nothing scary about me. Ain't no punk. Ain't nothing woo, 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 woo. Can't put a hand on me. Can't run me out no cell and da. I said, you know what, homie? I ain't finna spitbox with you. I ain't finna do none of that. I said, I tell you what, when you come back to the cell, we'll handle it then. That's what we'll do. We'll handle it then. So now the cuz is standing there. He like, wait a minute, hold up to him, man. You threatening my cuz. I say, homie, I'm not threatening him nothing. I'm letting him know what's gonna happen. I say, since he popping it like this, when he get back to the cell, we can get out. Woo, 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 woo. So now it took everything in me because now the cousin saying something. I was finna tell the cousin, man, look, yard recall. When we go in, if you got a problem, you can come with him. But I didn't say that. I just turned around and walked off. I'm mad. I don't even wait for yard recall. Boom. I make it through the G gate. I make it back to the block. I'm ready. Man, I'm sitting in the cell with nothing but some drawers on and some state boots. I'm ready for however it's gonna go when we get up in this cell. When he come on in. Because I made my mind, when you come in, when the door closed, I'm taking off. Yard recall come. People coming in, the main door opening, people coming in, and people coming in. When it stopped, he never came in. He never came. Make a long story short, this cat went to the shift office and told the captain, he want a cell move. He can't go back in the cell. He don't get along with his cellie, me, and da. And he never came back. But I found out this happened about 2 hours later. The captain runners came to get his property. I'm like, what's up? He like, oh man, we got to get his property. I'm like, where he at? The captain moved him. The cap moved him. I said, well, he's supposed to. He didn't want to come back. The cap moved him, which was cool with me. I missed all problems. I didn't have to go to lockup for doing nothing to him. I didn't have to take a chance on him. You know what I'm saying? Coming up with a knife and me having to go through. However it could have went. Because remember, I don't give a dang how big you are, how small you are. When you look for a problem and you catch that problem, it might not turn out how you think it's going to turn out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a realist. You can't win them all, you can't lose them all. But I'm a realist. That's how come when I do make my mind up to do something, I do it full fledged because I'm not finna give the next person a chance to hurt me or do anything to me, big or small. I stab little people just like I stab big people because little people will stab me. Anyway, he never came back. He ended up moving to another block. I would see him. I'd see him every day, all the time. He never said nothing to me again. I never said nothing to him, and that was that. But yeah, foundation. That's one of them things that happen in prison. You go through so much in prison, man. It's everyday struggle, man. But anyway, man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3, man. I'm finna sign off on this one, man. Stay safe. Stay safe. Keep your head on the swivel. And at the end of the day, man, always stay above ground. And y'all know me, what? I represent the gangsters, homie. The Avalon gangsters. I'm out. Peace.